Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to my In Bed blog for Saturday, the 12th of July, 2025. I was on vacation this week. I saw Superman twice, my Superman shirt. Um, I did a review of it, and I just got through recording my spoilers review of Superman. And I apologize for my voice because I talked for like 37 minutes, and I think my voice got a little hoarse here and there. Okay, so I apologize for that when you watch the video. But I think I got my points in and stuff. And I'm hoping again this movie makes at least 125 million this weekend. I think it will. At least 100 million. I think it will definitely do that. But I think it's I think about 125 million. I think maybe, or I think it will. And I think this movie will make. I think it'll make as much as the Batman movie made, around 700 and something million. I think this movie will do that. I think because I think a lot of people enjoyed it. I went when I saw it, especially Thursday when I went to see it Thursday on IMAX. The theater was packed and people were laughing and cheering and stuff. And people, you could tell people really, enjoyed the movie and stuff. So I got a good feeling about DC Studios going forward. I can't wait to see the Supergirl movie. I can't wait to see Lanterns. Okay, that's another thing. Peacemaker comes out in August, season 2. I can't wait to see that. And hopefully James Gunn, like I said before in my review, my spoilers review, I hope James Gunn is writing a world's finest movie so we can get some more of David Cornsweet as Superman and also get introduced to our DC Studios Batman. Okay, so I'm hoping that's what he's doing. So anyway, I also my sister texted me the other day. Because my niece had moved down to North Carolina, I guess with her family, and my sister had to go down there maybe to help her with some stuff. So she says she's coming back on the 20th. That's Sunday, because we're leaving on the 27th to go to drive down to Virginia for the house we're renting. And she said I'll give her the money for the chef for the second day of the chef, and then also the money for the rental car. They're renting a minivan. They're renting a minivan. I think it's supposed to hold I think 6 or 7 of us. I think. And my brother's going to be driving. He's going to be driving part of the way. Excuse me, because my brother has a driver's license. And I think the other person that's going with us too is going to be driving as well. And it takes I think 6 hours, I think, to get there. We're supposed to leave I think at 5 o'clock in the morning, so we should get there around 11. So also I got to go back to work on Monday. My vacation I didn't do much basically. I just laid about basically and didn't do anything. I did. I'm gonna buy two more like golf shirts and 2 more pair of shorts. And what I'm going to do is that Wednesday before we leave, I'm going to have my stepfather wash a bunch of the clothes that I'm going to be wearing down there with us. So I'm going to take my Wrangler carry-on bag that I can use, it has wheels on it. So I have the underwear, my swim. I think I have a look. I think my sandals are in the bottom of this, and also my swimsuit that I bought when we were in Myrtle Beach because I've been at a occasion to go to the bath to swim anywhere. So, and the house we're going to has a swimming pool, and it also has a jacuzzi. So we'll be taking advantage of that. And I also got to talk to my brother because we're going to be there 5 days, and of course we're going to go to the beach, Virginia Beach. It's famous for the beach. So we'll probably go there at least one a day, maybe twice. But I want to also go to. They got historical sites that you can visit. They got national parks down there. So I'm going to talk to my brother and my sister and see if, specifically my brother too, because I think my brother's going to be driving us, and I'm going to see if we can schedule, for the days that we're going. And also they have a trip that goes to Washington, I think, too, that you can get on somewhere in Virginia. I think you get on the bus, and and it takes you to Washington, and you get to see that. It takes you on a tour of the White House, a tour of the Lincoln Monument, I think Arlington Cemetery. I think it does that, and then you can eat out there and stuff. And then I think it's maybe like a 4 to 6 hour trip. So I want to do that as well. So, and also, like I said, they got national parks that you can go out there. They got a bunch of national parks, and they got colonial houses and stuff that you can visit and stuff. So I want to make sure we do those things because, like I said, the first night that we're there, we're gonna get there around 12. And we're probably gonna not go anywhere that first night. We're just gonna settle in and then have a barbecue. Have my brother-in-law, who's the barbecue master, just barbecue some burgers and stuff, and just chill by the pool and stuff that first night. And then probably the next night we probably go to the beach, and then those other days we're gonna like I said, I want to talk to my brother about doing that maybe. I said going to I gotta that's why I gotta look it up and see what the tours are, because we can go to the national park, because what they can even do is just drop us off at the place where they take you to Washington. Get on the bus, it takes you to Washington. It's like a tour. I think you pay whatever how much you got to pay. It takes you to Washington, which is probably like a half hour away, and you get to see a tour of the, like I said, the Lincoln Memorial, get a tour of the White House, I think, and something else, and then you can like eat and stuff, and then it takes you back. Okay, and like I said, 2 of the nights we're gonna have a chef cook meals for us, and one night we're gonna have like a pizza night. I think my sister said pizza and taco night, and then probably 2 of the other nights we're gonna probably barbecue, like that first night and probably the last night that we're gonna be there, which will be Thursday night. Okay, so I'm looking forward to this. And again, like I said, I just got to. I'm gonna make sure that Wednesday before we leave, I'm gonna pull all the clothes I'm gonna be wearing for the trip and give them to my stepfather. Let him go wash the stuff. I'm gonna have my sandals, my sneakers, and stuff, and maybe I might have to, because especially when we have the chef there, maybe want to dress up a little bit. Maybe have my khakis and a dress shirt and stuff, and just eat at the thing. He's gonna cook a nice meal. I think I'm gonna eat the lamb chops and stuff, which I think looks good on that menu and stuff. But I'm looking forward to that. Okay, the 2 nights that he's gonna cook for us. Okay, and like I said, we're gonna have a pizza night, taco night. So like I said, just chill by the pool. They got a jacuzzi too and stuff, and I want to take video and pictures of stuff. So I'm looking forward to this, exactly, because I wasn't really planning on going anywhere, but my sister came up with the idea and I can afford it, so I'm looking forward to going on the trip. Like I said, I go back to work on Monday, and I'm thinking I did want to have a digital code giveaway contest, but I'm trying to think when to do it is the thing. I'm thinking, I don't know if I should do it maybe that last week of July, when I get back from from Virginia. Maybe do it that weekend. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. I definitely want to do that for that. And I thought my sister's not going. My older sister, who I thought at first was going, but I don't think she's going, because she has excuse me, issues with that she has to take care of. So she's not going. Like I said, my sister is going. My brother, who lives with her husband. My niece is going, and a bunch of my nieces and a bunch of their friends are going too and stuff. So, and like I said, I know they want to go to a water park or something like that. Let them go. Like I said, I'm too old to be going to water parks and stuff. So I do want to go to the national parks that they have out there. Where you can see the animals and stuff, and get the tours and stuff. So I want to see a bunch of that stuff. And like I said, they have the tour to Washington, which I think I do want to go, where you get to see the tour of the White House, you get a tour of the Lincoln Memorial and stuff. And I think Arlington National Cemetery, I think you get a tour of that too. So I definitely want. I think that's maybe like a 6-hour thing, and then I can get back in time for the for the dinner that we're gonna have with the chef and stuff. So once I'm gonna look again, I'm gonna write this stuff down, and I'll text my brother and find out to make sure, because like I said, he's probably gonna be driving for the most part. And like I said, the tour to Washington thing, I think all you got to do is basically drive to wherever the bus leaves in Virginia to take you to Washington. It's like a tour bus. I think you get on the bus, and it takes you to Washington, which is maybe like, I don't know how many. It's not that far away from Virginia, Washington, D.C. And then it's like a tour. You get travel like a tour bus thing. You go, get on the bus. They take you to a tour of the White House, tour of Lincoln Memorial, all that stuff. Which I would love to do that stuff. And then I think you get a break for lunch. You go eat lunch and stuff. And then I think then they take you back. And then I guess you can have us pick us back up and stuff. Again, it depends. We got to find out, and that's why I got to talk to my sister and see how they're going to organize this, because I know that my sister, my brother, and my brother-in-law, and I think and my nephew, and I think one other person going to be in that van, in one minivan, and then other people are going to have their vans and stuff. So you got to make sure we know, so you get to go where you want to go. Because I remember when we went to Myrtle Beach, and I went with my older sister. I was with, because I helped her rent a car. It was me, her, my niece, and her daughter. I think it was us four, right? I think it was, yeah, us four. So we had that car. So my sister, whenever she wanted to go anywhere, she could go wherever she wanted to go. We didn't have to wait on anybody else to go anywhere else. Okay, which is, well, you want your independence like that. So I want to make sure that we have an itinerary and we want to go where we want to go, and you're not stuck with somewhere, So you got to figure out, I guess, where everybody's gonna want to go and stuff. So I want to make sure we have that plotted out before we get down there, because like I said, you go to Virginia Beach, obviously, and they have shops there. Besides the beach, they have shops and stuff you can buy, and then you have restaurants and all that stuff, and you can hang out there for a couple of hours and stuff, and before you have to get back to the house and stuff. So I just want to make sure we get all this settled and stuff before we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to look and stuff, and maybe print out a bunch of stuff and then text my brother and just make sure. And I talked to my sister. I want to text her too and make sure. I want to make sure that we have places to go, and then we're not stuck. Like, say if my nieces and stuff, they want to go to the beach, let them go to the beach. But if I want to go to one of the national parks, I can go to the national park, and I don't have to be stuck, waiting for somebody to come pick me up or something like that. Okay, that's what I want to make sure we don't. So I just want to make sure. I guess that's what else, because there'll be a bunch of cars. So I guess what they're going to have to decide, because I'm assuming they're going to have maybe at least 4 cars or 4 minivans. And so I guess you got to decide who wants to go where and stuff like that. I want to make sure we get that settled and stuff. So I think that's about it. So I think that's it. I think that's it. So I will let you know when I do the digital code giveaway contest. I think I may do it. The week I come back from the trip. That week we come back on the 1st. I think it was the 1st. Yeah, that Friday. So I may order the movies then and then have it that weekend before I go back to work. So I think that's when I might do the digital code giveaway contest then, because we come back we leave, because I think we got to check out of the house by 10 o'clock in the morning. So we should be back around 4 o'clock my time here. Okay, because it takes about 6 hours, so we should be back about 4 o'clock that Friday, and then so then I have the whole weekend, to recover, and then go back to work on Monday. So I think that's about it. So again, look for my spoilers review of Superman. It's about 37 minutes. 37 minutes, about 37 minutes and 22 seconds there. I'm looking at the time here on my thing. So, and of course this video, and my other channel called Views and Opinions. I'm gonna do a video for there, but I gotta think of what I want to say in the video, and I may do that tomorrow. Okay, because tomorrow, is the Sunday before I get ready to go back to work. I've been on vacation since last Monday, actually longer than that, because we had a half a day on the 3rd, and then we were off on Friday the 4th, and then I was off on the whole last week. So I'm gonna be off. I'll go back to work on basically Monday, and then for that week, and then the week after, and then I'm on vacation for that 1 week. So okay. So anyway, let me know what you think again. And like I said, I'm gonna edit the Superman's review with spoilers, which is like 37 minutes. And I did it a different way than just going over the plot. I did it things I liked about the movie and things I didn't like. I did it that way, which I think was a lot better. Okay, and of course I have spoilers in it. So yeah, I did it that way, and then you have this video as well. So okay. So again, and like I said, I think I'll do the digital code giveaway contest when I come back from my vacation. I think I'll do that. I'll do it then, because I'll have the videos and pictures and stuff from my vacation. I gotta put that together, and then I'll just order the movies and stuff. Maybe before I even go, I'll order the movies when I'm on vacation. So my stepfather will be here, so he can get the movies and leave them in my room, and then I can just film a video and then do a digital code giveaway contest for that. Okay. So anyway, in the description box, I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. If you check that out as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon. My Patreon is only $5 a month. Over 200 videos on there, 5 different categories. You get 5-minute preview clips of all the content that's on there. Follow the link. It'll take you to the Patreon page. Also have a link down below to my merchandise store, where I sell hats, t-shirts, mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, teddy bears for men, women, unisex. Follow the link. It'll take you to the store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.